sideways off the corner. Can he save it? Contact with Jones. Second caution of the day. Wow. Dale Jr. gets to the bottom of the racetrack on Poole.
Yep, Poole goes to, looks like he goes to protect it a little bit. Junior kind of gets into the left rear. I guess Poole got into the 7 there as well.
Yeah. Junior does his job, gets to the bottom. And then Poole runs up into the side of Allgaier.
Yeah, Allgaier just didn't get the best restart that I thought he was going to have and be able to clear the 48 car of Brennan Poole.
The 14 involved. Looks like Kyle Busch might have been at the front end of that. Tommy Treese in the 14.
And this is so fast and so narrow, Rick. This is what happens. There's just no room. You see big damage on the 18 of Kyle Busch. He's going to go behind the wall. He's had enough. His day's done.
It's a blind turn. These guys cannot see where they're headed, and it gets very narrow up here at this point. Take another look at what happens.
Wow, you see the 90.
Big contact from the 90.
Yeah, you have to believe there was contact from behind or something happened. The angle at which he was heading to the wall. Severe change of directions quickly.
But the 90 got into the wall, bounced back out onto the racetrack.
Oh, and the 18 had it completely stopped until the 11 comes spinning back across the racetrack.
Up front, and we've got a problem with Ryan Reed. He's got a tire down.
Ryan Reed got in the wall in the middle of 3 and 4.
And around he's going to go. And a big hit behind him. The 46 and 51 make contact. Jordan Anderson in the 46. Fire under the hood now. Oh, into the wall hard. The 6 of Darrell Wallace Jr. And they pile up behind him.
Big impact. We could hear that in the booth.
Nice job over here, bud. Yeah, I think the 11 there.
He's got the 11 up in front of him. On the radio, we heard him say, "Tell the 11 thanks." And 11 came down on him.
Yeah, I mean, the 11 takes a left to try to pass the 22. I'm sure he didn't mean to hit the 6, but simply he's the cause. This will show it clear as day. The 6 is inside the 11.
Clear.
The 11 turns left.
A shove to Eric Almirola, and into the wall goes David. David Reagan slamming into the wall.
Behind you, no caution yet. Outside.
Darrell Wallace Jr. quick across the inside wall. The caution has not come out.
A couple of other guys checking up and simply nowhere to go. You can see Ware high on the racetrack, just coming into the screen.
You saw it shot up right there. He got loose behind those cars, got up on the marbles, and just lost it.
Now he does his job. He's got his brakes on and coming to a stop. The car's going to naturally slide down the bank a bit, and Bubba's trying to tuck to the bottom. Man!
You could tell they're just committed on that outside line. You're wide open. I mean, clear past, you know, even before the apex of the corner, you're wide open. You could just see they just couldn't react fast enough.
19 was trying to go to the bottom, and Marks was going to the bottom, and 19 just needed to check up just a little bit and give him some room, and he got the car overcorrected and hard impacted the wall.
Huge impact.
Yeah, it is. You see how easy it is when that car starts to spin. You want to turn the wheel to the right to keep it from spinning, but if you turn too much wheel to the right, it hangs a right, and it makes heavy head-on contact.
Take another look. 3,400 pounds of race car off the ground after slamming into the wall.
Before the competition yellow.
And Elliott's out.
Oh, the 6 of Darrell Wallace Jr. is going to go around. He catches the 48. The big one happens in front. 2 of Austin. Dillon is collected. 3 of Ty Dillon gets through.
Definitely left front damage.
Brennan Poole involved in the 48. You see the 19 parts. Daniel Suarez.
But you see right here, there's a gap between the 6 and the 48. As that gap starts to close, the 48 hits him once, everything's fine. And then he hits him a second time closer to the right rear corner, and you see that starts to move the tail of the 6 from left to right. Darrell Wallace Jr. does the best he can to regain control, but at these speeds, he loses control, gets into the 20, and then you start to see just back and forth. You see the 19 and Daniel Suarez as it leaves the screen, almost has it collected. The 2, great to see that car come back onto the ground. We saw cars go airborne in Talladega. That car could have easily went up and in the air and flipped over. The roof flaps open, the cowl flaps open, set the 2 back on the ground.
Now, Joey Logano continues to drive back to the front. 14th already, Matt.
That left front corner structurally sound, and they have repaired it with big one.
Oh my goodness. The 25 hit hard. That's Chris Cockrum.
Gosh, that's a hard hit.
Scary, scary moment coming off of turn 2.
The 0 turns right into the 25. The Joey Gates is just an innocent bystander here.
Oh, he just barely clipped that wall that jets out there, and that sent that car spinning like a top. Look at all the debris scattering. Smithley was just trying to help, and I think it pushed the 25 out a little bit, and when he tried to tuck back in line, it spun him around.
That's something as a driver you really got to be careful of. Coming off of the corners here where the banking falls away, the back of these cars get really, really light. So if you're, I mean, sometimes you don't even have to touch the driver in front of you, but if there's any contact at all, you're going to see a result like we just saw.
Big one! Oh my goodness! How did Elliott Sadler get back on the road and not lose any ground? He's going to have a chance to win this race.
If he pulls high.
Joey Logano gets turned. Elliott Sadler drives through. They're crashing big time at the line. Brennan Poole. First career win at Talladega. He does everything perfectly. He goes high, he fakes high. That's where Logano goes. He loses control of his car.
Yeah, you cannot blame that on Elliott Sadler. No doubt. He went to go high, the 22 blocks, so he changed it and he says, all right, I'm going to go low. And it just pulled the air off the 22 right there. The 22 wrecked.
Let's see what the video shows here. What would you anticipate they're looking at? Because I never saw the caution lights come on, and the only thing I can think of is that NASCAR would have deemed the caution lights came on before they got to the start-finish line, and Poole was not leading at the time of caution.
That's possible.